Shivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda, we welcome all the viewers watching us live on YouTube and all the other platforms to this follow along session of Nithyananda Yoga conducted by the Rudras of Kailasa. Before we begin into the yoga, let us invoke Swamiji's presence by chanting the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. The next is the Shivamoola mantra chanting. We'll be chanting the Shivamoola mantra 11 times. Internally, all of you can also follow along.
Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. 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 Now perform Tattvachamanam. Please take the Uddharani of water in your right hand under a Gokarna Mudra and take 3 sips of water as we chant the following 3 mantras. Om Atmadattvam Shodhayami Svadha Dhyadattvam Shodhayami Svadha Shivadattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Now wash your right hand, the base of your right hand thumb, wipe your lips from right to left. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your right hand again. With the index, middle, and ring finger of the right hand, touch above your upper lip and below your lower lip. Now, into your hand again. The index finger and thumb of the right hand joined together, touch your right nostril, left nostril. The ring finger and thumb of the right hand joined together, touch your right eye, left eye, right ear, and left ear. Rinse your hand again. Now, with the little finger and thumb of the right hand joined together, touch your navel, right chest, left chest, and then with all the tips of your fingers, touch the top of your head, right shoulder, left shoulder, and the center of your chest. Rinse your hand one final time. We will now take the Sankalpa. Visualize all that you want to manifest from the Nithyananda Yoga today. Health, strength, energy, by the grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Parameshwaram. Visualize all of these auspicious qualities manifesting through you. Let the Shaktis manifest through us. We'll now chant the Sankalpa mantra. Mamopatta samasta duritakshaya dvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Pararthe Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvatamanvantare Ashtavimshatitame Nitya Yuge Pradame Pade Jambudvipe Bharatavarshे Bharatkhande मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये विश्वावसु नाम संवत्सरे दक्षिणायने लक्ष्मी वेंकटेश्वर ऋतौ कन्यामासे शुक्लपक्षे एकादश्यां शुभतिथौ शुक्रवासरयुक्तायां श्रवणनक्षत्र धृतियोग वणिजकर्ण एवं गुणविशेषण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशांत श्यामलापीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वराभिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्नकुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्तृ श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समितिगत मुक्तामय सुदृश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलादि समस्त बिरडावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्याप वर्ग वर्ष विश्रान जीमूत परमत कलभगेसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराजपाण्य महाराज गुरु शपन शाख्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणा नरहार द्वदोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्यवाचक स्वामिनाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ तृणवत्युत्तर दूषिततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर दुशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनुइक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्याद्य नवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ नवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्णपीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमद जगद्गुरु श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्तिसिद्ध्यर्थं गुरुकृपाकटाक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं क्षेमस्थैर्यवीर्यविजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्म अर्थ काममोक्ष चतुर्विधफलपुरुषार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं समस्त मंगलावाप्यर्थं भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थं पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त दीर्घात्रिक यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थं नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Take note, turn of water and rinse your right hand. Om abhopasprishya side.
Let's all now move the Panchapatram out of harm's way so that we can perform the yoga without any obstructions. And now we'll be beginning with the first asana, which is Sukhasana. Now sit in a cross-legged position with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring your hands into the Bindu Mudra, which is touching the index fingers to the thumb and keeping the other three fingers straight. We'll be performing the Samana Kumbhaka, which is visualizing the intense heat and fire rising up from your navel center, the Jataragni, gastric fire. Next, we'll be performing the Bandha, which is Mahamudra Bandha, starting with the Mula Bandha, tightening the perineal floor. Now take a deep breath and lock your chin to the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. And then as you exhale, slowly pull your stomach in and up into the Uddiyana Bandha. This is how we'll be performing all the three bandhas together, and internally the japa is Soham. Try to keep repeating this japa continuously.
तत्सुखासनमित्युक्तम् अशक्तस्तत्समाचरेत् आसनं विजितं येन चितं तेन जगत्त्रयम्.
The next is Parvatasana. Now, from a seated position, if you are able to bring your legs into Padmasana, which is the lotus pose, then you can cross your legs into Padmasana. Otherwise, even Ardha Padmasana is fine, where you place just one foot on top and the other foot below. And now slowly raise your hands above your head and bring your hands into a Namaskara Mudra. Keeping the palms and fingers together. Keep the elbows straight, keep your back straight, keep your hands as straight as possible. Many of the times our hands are slightly pointed forward. So open up your shoulders, move your shoulder blades back and keep your hands as straight as possible. We are going to be continuing to perform the Samana Kumbhaka, which is visualizing the intense fire rising up from our navel center, the Samana Kumbhaka. And now freeze your entire body and become as strong as a mountain, like Mount Kailash. Visualizing Mount Kailash in your inner space. Embody the qualities of Mount Kailash. Now, at the same time, we are also going to try to perform the Bandha, which is Mahamudra Bandha for this asana. First, once again, tighten the perineal floor, performing the Mula Bandha. And then lock your chin to the chest after taking a nice deep breath into Jalandhara Bandha. And then as you exhale, slowly release the breath and pull your stomach in and up into Uddiyana Bandha. And once again, when you inhale, you can slowly relax your Uddiyana Bandha, but continue to hold the Mula Bandha. And the japa for the asana is Soham. Keep repeating and visualizing this mantra going clockwise in a rotation around your throat center.
अधवक्षे महादेव पर्वतासनमङ्गलं यत्कृत्वा स्थिररूपी स्यात् चक्रादिविलोपनम्.
Now slowly relax your hands to your sides, and you can also uncross your legs. straightening your legs. Now, slowly bending the knees, bring the soles of your feet together. So bring the soles of your feet together, and now bring your hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers behind you, and now keeping your back straight. Take a nice deep breath first, and as you exhale, slowly lean forward and down as much as you can. Whether you're able to move just a few inches forward, you're able to go halfway through, or you're able to touch your forehead to your heels. Wherever you're able to bring yourself, how much ever you're able to bend yourself, bring yourself forward and down and stay there. That is the most important part over here, that wherever we stay, slowly allowing our body to relax into that position, various different muscles and joints and tendons, ligaments to all stretch to allow you to get into this position. So slowly moving yourself forward and down, stay there and breathe as deeply and as slowly as possible. The goal is to be able to touch your forehead to the heels, but otherwise also, how much ever you're able to come down, that is fine. In your inner space, let us now visualize Swamiji, beautiful form of Swamiji, in whichever way you cherish and enjoy Swamiji. And for this asana, the gaze is going to be seeing the tip of the nose. Whenever we perform the gaze, what happens is we lock our eyes at one position. This is called a drishti point. And when you lock your gaze at this one position, it can immediately help you to reduce the number of thoughts flowing in your inner space, so that you focus more, you come to awareness more, you unclutch more, and you come to the present moment to be able to perform the asana completely. We are going to continue performing the Samana Kumbhaka. So inhale, visualize the intense fire rising up from your navel center, heating up your entire body. We'll also be performing the Mahamudra Bandha for this asana. So all of you can tighten the perineal floor and next perform the Jalandhara Bandha, locking the chin to the chest. And once again, inhale as deeply as you can, and then when you exhale, pull your stomach in and up and hold it there for a few moments. The bandha and the pranayama happen simultaneously, where you hold the breath, and at the same time when you hold the breath, you visualize the intense fire rising from your stomach, from your navel center. And then when you relax, when you exhale, release the Uddiyana Bandha. We are going to continue chanting the japa Soham intensely.
पूर्वविधियाहुं मे जानो बे भगतली संपुरथानो पुष्टिपचे दौ करल्यावो दशन करसो वाम गहावो.
Now slowly rise up. Continue to keep your legs in the same position. Whenever we enter into an intense stretch, the same speed at which you went down, you can come back up at the same speed, so that your body allows to slowly stretch back, come back into the regular position instead of without shocking the muscles, without hurting your muscles. So now we'll be moving into the next asana, which is Nagi Pavasana. So in Nagi Pavasana, we are going to continue being seated in the same position. Now, bringing your hands from behind you, stretch your hands in front of you and cup the palms and place the hands on the ground. And now once again, you're going to try to slowly bring your forehead towards the heels. Stretch your hands as far away from you as possible, pulling yourself down using your hands. Your hands are not just placed on the ground. Pull yourself forward. Feel the stretch of your back, the sides of your body, your shoulders. Every part of your upper body is being stretched. You can also feel the stretch in your lower back. So pulling yourself down as much as possible, once again trying to bring the forehead to the heels. But again, let me remind you that do not try to push yourself too much. Push yourself as much as you can, which is comfortable. And wherever you are, whether it is just a few inches forward or you're able to touch your forehead to the heels, stay in that position and become comfortable there. Keeping your hands stretched in front of you, pulling yourself little by little Now in your inner space, visualize a snake. And visualize your body also like a snake, so flexible that you're able to just move your body however you will. Gaze to the tip of the nose in Shambhavi Mudra, which is gazing at a particular point, completely unclutched, without having any thoughts. We are going to continue performing the Samana Kumbhaka. Intensely visualizing the fire rising up from our navel center. The bandha we are going to be performing is the Mahamudra Bandha, and the japa is Soham.
पूर्व विधि परियागानी चे होई कलहूनी फनास्यो लगावे हाथ आगाने धरती लगावे बसारी दो हाथ की अंजुली करे.
Now slowly rise back up, come back into a seated position, and now you can stretch your legs forward, stretch your legs in front of you. As we now enter into the next asana, which is Kokilasana. So now in Kokilasana, slightly lean forward and catch the tip of your toes. You can bend your knees for this. You can bend your knees. And now slowly lean back and then stretch your legs, lifting them off the ground as much as you can. And then cross your legs slowly into a Padmasana, the cross-leg position. If you're able to perform Padmasana, that's fine. Once again, If you're not able to perform Padmasana, then that is fine as well. You can just bring one leg on top and bring the other leg beneath the opposite leg. Now, slowly lean forward and down, bringing the elbows to the ground. Continue to hold on to your respective big toes. And internally visualize a bird in your inner space. The toes should be held with the middle finger, index finger and the thumb. This is called Prana Mudra. The pranayama we are going to be performing is Samana Kumbhaka. Once again, inhaling and visualizing the intense heat and fire rising up from your navel center as you inhale. And then we are going to perform the Mahamudra Bandha. First tightening the perineal floor, then locking the chin to the chest in Jalandhara Bandha, and as we exhale, pulling our stomach in and up into the Mahamudra Bandha. The japa we are going to be chanting is Soham.
अथान्यधासनं वक्ष्ये येन सिद्धो भवेन्नरः अकस्माद्वायुसञ्चारं कोकिलाख्यासनेन च.
Now slowly rise up and now bring one foot beneath the other. Keep one foot on top and one foot below as we now enter into Nithyananda. So your right foot is on top or left foot is on top. The foot is right above the opposite knee. And the foot which is there below, your leg which is there below, same way. The foot of the leg which is below is also placed right under the knee. So both the legs are stacked one on top of each other. Now let us hold on to our opposite elbows. Hold on to your opposite elbows. And now we are going to be rotating our hands in a nice and big, as wide circle as possible. So each point, pull your hands. It's not just about rotation, it's about pulling your hands in every direction. So as you move to the side, pull your hand, stretching the shoulders, the triceps, and then slowly bring your hands all the way up. When you bring your hands up, stretch the back nicely. And then again, as you move the hands to the opposite side, once again, pull the hands to the side as much as possible. Once again, stretching the shoulders and the tricep muscles, the muscles that are there behind your hands. And then bringing your hands all the way down and repeat the cycle. So first you can repeat in one direction and then switch to the opposite direction. So a few times clockwise, a few times anti-clockwise. And now in your inner space, visualize Swamiji, visualize the SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam in your inner space. As you gaze to the tip of the nose, in Shambhavi Mudra, gazing at the tip of the nose without any thoughts, completely unclutching yourself. You're also going to be performing the Samana Kumbhaka, intensely visualizing the fire raising up from the navel center and the bandha we are going to be performing is Mula Bandha, Mahamudra Bandha. Let us begin by performing the Mula Bandha, tightening the perineal floor, and then lock your chin to the chest in Jalandhara Bandha. And as you exhale, slowly pull the stomach in and up as much as you can. The internal japa we are going to be performing is Soham. Continue to visualize the japa rotating in your throat center.
घोड़ा बांबा पादक की आसमा हिली सोय दच चरण को वारली ता परिगुल्प समोय वाम पाद को महिलो बहुरु गुल्प जज्वानो ता परि घोड़ा दक्षिण की आमस वारली थान.
Now slowly relax. You can now lean forward, crossing your legs. You can lean forward and then uncross your legs and slowly bringing the soles of your feet to the ground and raising your knees and hips up. We now enter into Gajasana. So now in Gajasana, firmly planting your hands into the ground, there are two important components we are going to be focusing on in this asana. The first is trying to bring the soles of the feet to the ground. Straighten your feet, try to bring your soles of the feet, your heels to the ground, pressing your heels as much as possible and pushing your chest down. To help, flatten your feet, and once you do this, you're going to be seeing a nice stretch happening in the hamstring muscles, the muscles that are there behind your legs, the calf muscles and the ankles. So nicely stretching your entire body, pushing your heels to the ground completely. And the next we are going to be performing is a scooping motion. So slowly using the muscles of our hands, lowering yourself as much as possible and raising back up. And when you come up, push yourself for a moment, try to bring your heels lower and then again repeat moving down as much as slowly, as low as possible, and then raising up. Visualize yourself as an elephant when performing this asana. You are going to be performing the Samana Kumbhaka, and for this asana the bandha is going to be the Mula Bandha and the Uddiyana Bandha. So as you go down and come up, when you're coming up, exhale forcefully and pull your stomach in and up. So pushing as you go down, push yourself up, and then when you're coming up, exhale. And then as you come up, once you come to the top position, inhale again. We're going to be repeating this a few times. The japa is going to be Soham.
नुब्जं पादाग्रे भूमौ कृत्वा लम्भीभूयामस्तकाग्रे निधाय नितम्बम् ऊर्ध्व मूर्तमय्य नाभिलक्ष्यं भूमौ नासिकामानीय हस्ततलपर्यन्तं नेत् तं पुनः पुनः कुर्यात् गजासनं भवति.
Yes, relax. If you need, take a moment to bring your knees down. Relax your shoulders, relax your upper body for a moment. Catching your breath again. And yes, let's now move into the next asana, which is Rikshasana. So now, bringing your hands firmly onto the ground, once again, you're going to be raising your knees and hips up. And once again, try to bring your heels as flat as possible. You can walk your feet slightly closer towards you. And now, what we are going to be doing is alternating lifting one heel up at a time. So lift your right heel and press your left heel to the ground, and then slowly press your left heel and lift the right heel up. Continuously, we are going to be alternating the movement of our heels like this. Now, visualize a bear in your inner space, a powerful bear walking on all of its four legs. The pranayama we are going to be performing is the Samana Kumbhaka. Continuing to visualize the intense heat in our stomach, rising up. Once again, the bandhas for this asana are Mula Bandha, tightening the perineal floor, and Uddiyana Bandha, pulling the stomach in and up as we exhale. The japa is Soham.
एकैकं पादमाकुञ्च गजासनं कुर्यात् वृक्षासनं भवति.
Now relax and slowly let's walk our feet forward and come into a standing position. Now, in the standing position, we're going to be bringing our hands to our heart center. Touching the center of the chest with our index, middle and ring fingers. And now slowly raise your toes off the ground. Raise your feet, your heels off the ground, and try to stand on your toes. Now in this asana, we are going to be visualizing Swamiji in our inner space. Continue to perform the Mula Bandha, tightening the perineal floor, and Uddiyana Bandha, pulling the stomach in and up. The pranayama we are going to be performing is Samana Kumbhaka, which is visualizing the intense fire rising up from our navel center, and the japa is Soham.
येषेन पादयुगलं तत्त्वातिष्ठेदधोमुखः अथ वैश्यावक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा सत्यवान् भवेत्.
Now slowly relax your hands and bring your hands to the side. Relax your feet, bringing your heels back down. And now we are entering into the first karana of the sequence, which is the Urdhva Janu Karana. So the first step is bringing our legs into the Arai Mandi position, which is a slight bend, and where our knees are going to be in a slightly bent position. The heels are going to be touching and the toes pointed out, with our hands by our hips. Now, from this position, bring your hands parallel to the ground in front of your chest. And now, with your right hand and right leg, we are going to be making a circular motion. So, starting from the inside, raise your right leg, take it all the way inside, bringing your knees along with the hands, and then bring your legs back into the same position. We're going to be repeating the same for the left side as well. Bringing your knees all the way in and your hands all the way in, and then moving your hands around as wide as possible and back to the center. The same with the legs, moving your legs as wide as possible and back to the same position. Repeating this again and again on both the sides. Yes, now you can relax. As we move into the next asana, you can stand up straight, bringing your hands by your side. The next asana is Balalingasana. Now in Balalingasana, we are going to be standing on one leg. So whenever we are going to be standing on one leg, the first important step is to make sure that we are balanced. Make sure that we are completely stable and balanced. So first plant, we are going to be performing the asanas with the right leg. So let's plant the left leg on the ground. So slightly lean towards the left side. Make sure you're not just putting all the weight on the side of the leg, but also bring awareness to the toes, the heels, and the other parts of the foot as well, making sure that the entire body is balanced and the entire pressure on the foot is balanced as well. Now slowly raise the right leg, bending the right knee forward, and with your hands you're going to interlace them inside out in the Sarvava Shankari Mudra. Interlace your fingers inside out in the Sarvava Shankari Mudra and bring your hands around the knees. Now once you brought your hands around the knees, slowly start pulling your knees towards you. Slowly start pulling your knees towards you, continuing to keep the balance, and keep the toes of the raised leg pointed down. Keep your legs, your toes pointed downward, and visualize yourself holding a baby in your hand. Now, the pranayama we are going to be performing is the Samana Kumbhaka. Once again, visualizing the intense heat and fire rising up from our navel center We are going to be performing the Mahamudra Bandha, which is all the three bandhas together, starting with the Mula Bandha, tightening the perineal floor, locking the chin to the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha, and as we exhale, pulling the stomach in and up into the Uddiyana Bandha. And also, if you lose your balance, you fall down, that is fine. Don't just try to again come back into the position immediately. Again, bring yourself first into a stable position and then bring yourself, raise your leg up. So only when you do this, when you fall down, when you lose your balance, again if you just try to just jump up into the position, just quickly bring your legs up, you're going to keep falling down again and again. And another important point is the drishti point. Gaze at a point in front of you or below you, whichever is more comfortable for you. And when you bring that awareness with that particular point, you get into that space of oneness with that particular point, then your balance will improve drastically. The japa we are going to be chanting internally is Soham.
एकं जान उर्स्यालिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Now slowly lower your leg down. Relax your leg for a moment as we now move into the next asana, which is Padapidanasana. Now in Padapidanasana, we are going to be once again moving into a balancing position on one leg. So let's once again firmly plant our left leg onto the ground, and now you can slowly raise your right leg behind you, bending the knees. So bending your right knee, bring the foot all the way behind, touching your buttocks, and pull your legs as close to you as possible. So this is a really great way to stretch the thigh muscles, the frontal thigh muscles, which is the stretch your knees as well. Try to keep the knees together. Keep your knees as close together as possible, and once again engage the drishti gaze, gazing at a particular point. So in this asana, the visualization is Swamiji. We are going to be visualizing Swamiji in our inner space, and the mudra is Parashu Mudra. Parashu Mudra is where you hold your leg in an interlaced position, or you hold your leg where you're holding the left hand with the right hand. So perform the Parashu Mudra while holding your legs. The pranayama is continuing to be Samana Kumbhaka. Inhaling intensely, visualizing the fire in your navel center. We are going to be performing the Mahamudra Bandha, engaging all the three bandhas, and internally the japa is Soham.
त्वे कस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्येन पादपीठनमासनम्.
Now slowly relax, lower your leg down, release your legs, and now we are going to be moving into the next asana, which is Natarajasana. So now in Natarajasana, We are going to be once again firmly bringing the balance onto the left foot and slowly raise the right leg behind you. Raising your right leg, hold your right leg from the inside with the right hand. And now slowly lean forward and down, raising your legs along with you. So as your upper body leans forward, you're going to also raise your legs behind you and stretch your left hand in front of you. Stretch your left hand in front of you and bring your fingers into the Bindu Mudra. Once again, gaze at a Drishti point, any point which is there below you or in front of you. Gaze at a Drishti point, bringing the awareness, bringing the focus, bringing the balance. Visualize Lord Nataraja in your inner space. We are going to continue performing the Samana Kumbhaka, visualizing the intense heat rising up in our navel, and perform the Mula Bandha, tightening the perineal floor. Chant the japa, Soham.
उत्तानपातं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रगं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्टप्रसारणे.
Now slowly relax. Bring your legs down. Bring your legs to the side. If you want, you can even shake your legs a little bit, relaxing them. As we now move into the next asana, which is Balalingasana on the opposite side. So previously we performed all the asanas on the on the right side, and now we are going to perform them on the left side. So now let us once again bring our right leg into a firm position, firmly placing our right leg onto the ground, and now slowly raise the left leg up. Raise the left leg, bending the knees forward. Interlace your fingers inside out into the Sarvava Shankari Mudra and bring your hands around the knee. Bring your hands around the knee and pull your knee up as high as possible. Bring your knees as high as possible. Going to feel a nice stretch in your glute muscles, in your hamstring muscles. And now keep the toes pointed downwards. Visualize carrying a baby in your hands. We are going to continue performing the Samana Kumbhaka, intensely visualizing the fire in our navel center. The bandha we are performing is the Mahamudra Bandha. Performing all the three bandhas internally, we are going to chant the japa Soham.
एकं जानु उर्सि आलिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Now slowly relax your knees, relax your legs down as we enter into Pada Pidanasana. Now from the standing position, once again firmly plant your right leg into the ground. And now slowly we are going to be raising the left leg up. So bending the left knee behind you. Hold your leg with both of your hands. Try to hold your leg with both of your hands and continue to keep the balance. Pulling your legs all the way towards your buttocks. Stretching the front of the legs as much as you can. Internally, we are going to be visualizing Swamiji. Continue to perform the Samana Kumbhaka, visualizing the intense fire raising up your navel. We are going to be performing the Mahamudra Bandha, starting with the perineal lock, Moola Bandha, locking the chin to the chest in Jalandhara Bandha, and pulling the stomach in and up into Uddiyana Bandha. The japa we are going to be performing is Soham.
चित्वे कस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्येन पादपीठनमासनम्.
Now slowly relax your leg down. Release your left leg down. And we are now going to be moving into the next asana, which is Nataraja Asana. So once again, bringing your legs into a firm position. Planting your right leg nice and firm. Slowly raise the left leg up and hold the left leg from the inside with the left hand. And now you're going to slowly lean forward and down, and at the same time raise the left leg up and the right hand up, bringing the right hand stretched in front of you into Bindu Mudra. Internally, you're going to be visualizing Bhagavan Nataraja. Continue to perform the Samana Kumbhaka. Tighten the perineal muscles into the Moola Bandha and chant the japa Soham internally as we perform Natarajasana.
तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्टप्रसारणे.
Now you can slowly lower your leg down. Slowly lower your legs down, and you can shake your leg out a little bit if you want, as we now move into the next Karana of the sequence, which is Ardharechita Karana. So in Ardharechita Karana, once again we are going to be starting with the Arimandi position, bringing the heels together, keeping the knees pointed out and the hands by your hips. So starting with the right side, first bring your right leg behind the left leg with your toes pointed on the ground, with the toes on the ground, and now bringing both your hands to the chest level with the hands pointed down. With your right hand, you're going to make a pendulum motion, moving the right hand all the way to the side and bringing your hands back and touching the tip of the nose with the fingers and moving. So as you move your hands in this pendulum motion, you're going to also keep your fingers moving gracefully, bringing the fingers in and out one by one gracefully, and then touching the tip of the nose. And then we are going to be performing the same Karana on the opposite side as well. So touch the tip of the nose, bring your hands in front of your chest, and now bring the left leg to the ground behind the right leg. Continue to keep your knees bent, and now start swinging your left hand as well in a pendulum motion, gracefully opening the fingers and closing them as you move your hands back and forth. Now you can touch the tip of the nose and then relax. So now we are going to be entering into the skeleton dance. So the skeleton dance is where we are going to be intensely shaking our body, where we are going to be visualizing yourself as a complete skeleton structure, only bones, no muscles, no skin, nothing else. Take a moment to bring this visualization. Let us now slowly start moving our body, moving each part of our body. Start by shaking your fingers, your toes, your knees, your elbows, your hips, your shoulders. You can even slightly move your neck also. Moving every part of your body intensely. Let's begin. Intensely move your body, continuously move your body. Keep going, just a few more minutes. Let's keep going. Don't have a particular movement, particular pattern in which you're moving your body. Go wild, moving your body randomly in all directions. Last few minutes, let's keep going. Intensify your body, intensify your movement as much as you can. Now, slowly stop moving your body completely. Bring your body to a standstill, stopping all the movement of your body.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest
Completely
the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda.
stop the movement of your body. Bring awareness to the breath as you inhale and exhale as deeply as possible. Just see how the intense energy is flowing all over your body. Feel your heartbeat racing. Yes, now let's relax and open our eyes. So now that we're all awake and alive, let's move into the next asanas of the sequence, starting with next the Katichina Karna. So as we now move into the Katichina Karna, Katichana Karana, let's once again bring our legs into the Aramandi position, bringing the heels together, the toes pointed out, and our knees slightly bent. So from this position, we're now going to be raising our hands above the head. Your palms are going to be facing backward. And now slowly turn to one side. You can begin with the right. Turn towards the right side and open your hands as wide as possible. And then once again, turn back to the center and cross your hands above you. Then turn to the left. Open your hands as wide as possible. Come back to the center, crossing your hands again. Let's repeat this one more time. Turn to the right. Open your hands, come back to the center, cross your hands. Turn to the left. Open your hands, come back to the center and cross your hands. Yes. Now you can relax, bringing your hands to the side. And we'll now move into the next asana, which is Tadasana. So now in Tadasana, we are going to be coming into a standing position where our hands are going to be raised above us as high as possible, keeping your hands as straight as possible. Now slowly raise your heels also off the ground and balance on the toes. Try to touch the ceiling. Try to touch the ceiling as much as you can, raising your hands all the way up. This is going to be completely stretching your back, relaxing your back. Now, visualize yourself as a palm tree, a tall palm tree. Now, we are going to continue performing the Samana Kumbhaka and the Mahamudra Bandha. The new japa we are going to be changing to is Shivoham. Intensely chant this japa Shivoham in your inner space.
महामुद्राबद्धकौनो ताडासनविभेदकान् विनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यादन्तर्वत्नीपतिप्रिया.
Now from this position, you're going to slowly bring your hands to the sides and then lean forward and down. Let's keep it as a continuous motion from the standing position with your hands all the way up. Take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, slowly lean yourself forward and down, bringing your hands to the sides of your feet, bringing your forehead to the knees. See, the important point over here is not touching the forehead to the knees. That is the goal of this asana, but it is about stretching your legs. So keeping the knees straight is more important than touching your forehead to the knees. So keep your knees straight, touch your hands to the ground if you can. If you're not able to do that, that's fine. Wherever you are, stay there. Stabilize your body, balance yourself. This is Uttanasana. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. We are going to continue performing the Samana Kumbhaka, and the new japa we are going to be performing is Shivoham.
महामुद्राबद्धकौनो ताडासनविभेदकान् विनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यादन्तर्वत्नीपतिप्रियात्.
Yes, now slowly bring your hands onto the ground and walk your feet backward, coming into a plank position. Now coming into the plank position, visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka. Lock your chin to the chest and rotate your neck from side to side. And the internal japa is Shivoham.
गजासनं स्थित्वा मस्तकं वारं वारं दक्षिणकुक्षिं सव्यकुक्षिमेतक्श्वासनं भवति.
Now we can all come to a seated position. Let us all come into a seated position. So hope all of you enjoyed today's Nithyananda Yoga. Every day from 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be having this guided session for all of you to follow along on YouTube, on Kailasa's Nithyananda Yoga channel. And we invite all of you to also call your friends and family, or if they feel that they want to perform the yoga at some other time, tell them to always, they can watch this recorded live stream later as well and perform. So hope all of you had a really nice experience, great experience by performing today's Nithyananda Yoga, and hope to see all of you tomorrow. With this, we come to the end of today's yoga. Let us now perform the Purna Mantra, offering our gratitude to Swamiji, and end the yoga session. Please sit straight with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes. Bring your hands into the Namaskara Mudra. Take a deep breath, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space. Let us chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all. Nithyanandam.